Hi, welcome to the tutorial for the Create mode for the Share app. I will start first with an overview of this tutorial, where we will go over the creation of the Canvas cards, the canvas, and the advice card. So we will start first with the creation of the Canvas card. So let's start first with the landing page, which is what you see here. Recall that if we go to one of the canvases that is already existing, for example, the Inburgering split, we already see the knowledge cards that are laid out on the canvas. So the question is, how do we create these knowledge cards if you encounter a new one? So to do that, we go to the menu, which is the three bars on the left here. And then we navigate to Canvas Carton Editor. So here you will see a list of Canvas cards that you already created. So to create a new one, we will click this plus sign here. And immediately you will see something on the top that starts with new question. Here we click the arrow. And now you basically see how you can work on this Canvas card. To do so, we click on the three dots here, and we can see that there are three options here. First is to copy. The second one is to work on this knowledge card by adding content. And the third one is to remove this knowledge card completely. So we will work on this knowledge card by clicking on the second button. So here immediately you see that you can name the knowledge card. So for illustrative purposes, I will name this one Stephanie's knowledge card. Okay. And then the second title here means the width of this knowledge card. And this width basically indicates how wide you want it to be on the canvas that you're trying to build. So here I will just choose half, which means it will take half of the canvas's width. And I will come to this explanation a little bit later. So we can start with adding questions to this knowledge card. So for example, in the Stephanie's knowledge card, I can ask the question, what is your age? For which I can add a free text field, right? So there to indicate this, I need to choose the option for what kind of answers correspond to this question by clicking this button here. So to provide a hint, I can say that this is an age field. You can add additional questions to Stephanie's Canvas card. You can also ask, where does Stephanie live? For which you can choose a radio button to indicate if she lives in the Netherlands or outside of the Netherlands. In Netherlands or outside of Netherlands. You can add more questions by clicking the plus sign. And for example, in this question, I will ask, what is your residence permit? For this question, I'm going to do the multiple choice option for the answer type, in which I will put work, study, regular. And the difference between this multiple choice and the radio button is that for the multiple choice box, you can select multiple answers. Whereas for the radio button, you can only select one answer. And if we come to the explanation field here, I can click this tab. I can type any generic information here that is related to the Kenneth card. And what I mean by generic information is the kind of information that is applicable for this Kenneth card regardless of the canvas and its legal topic and legal area. So if I finish making this, now I can see that my knowledge card is updated successfully with the answer fields for the 3 questions that we put in the Kenneth card. In this question mark icon, you see a list of the questions that you put down. And in this I information icon, you will see the generic information pertaining to this Kenneth card. You can also make changes to an existing knowledge card, such as, for example, I can go to age. Okay, and now you see some age, different age categories here. Let's suppose that the law has changed and the key age is no longer 16, but let's say 14. You can make changes by clicking the work on this card button again, and you can expand the answers here. So I can make changes such as, like I said, the key age is 14. So you can update this as you see fit. You can also make changes to the different types of answers that you want. Let's say if you decide that the multiple choice is not applicable, you can choose a radio button or free text. So this is all possible. And you can also edit the information in the explanation. After you create these Kenneth cards, now you can create a new canvas. To do this, I navigate here to the menu bar and click Prop Plot or Canvas Editor. We will click on the plus sign here to create a new one. So immediately on the top here, you will see a new session. And I click on this arrow. The system will now ask you to associate this new canvas with the legal area and for the legal topic. So for example purpose, I will choose third country and inburgering. We can also rename this canvas to something that's applicable. In this case, I will rename it to example canvas. And now we will create the canvas by choosing the knowledge cards or Kenneth cards that we already have. To do this, we will click on the template tab here. And here you will see the list of all the Kenneth cards presented to you. And I will just select a few. So after I do my selection, you will see your canvas being populated with all the Kenneth cards that you chose. After you create your new canvas, there are several things to change. First of all, you need to add canvas-specific explanations for each of the Kenneth card that you put on this canvas. And this is because you need to provide justification of why you think this Kenneth card is important for this canvas. So to do this, I click on the 3 dots here and click on card bewerken. I can now navigate to this tab, and this view should be similar to what you've seen before when you're making the Kenneth card. After clicking here, now you will see 2 tabs on the top. One is for the default explanation, which is the generic information that I explained earlier, the information that is applicable to all the canvases regardless of the legal topic. And the second tab is the prop plot or canvas specific explanation. And these are the explanations that only apply to this canvas for this knowledge card. So here I will type canvas specific information. And the second thing is to add your canvas specific working thoughts by clicking this tab here. Here you can list your working thoughts for this canvas. And lastly, when you review these answers for each of these knowledge cards, you may think that some of these questions and answers are not applicable for this canvas, and you can modify that by clicking these three dots here. So for example, I will illustrate with verbalized duel. So we go to card bewerken. And let's say, for example, you decide that the second question here is not applicable for this example canvas. To modify this, instead of making changes directly to the canvas card that you created, you can actually click on this eye symbol here. So with the eye, it indicates that it will be visible on the canvas. If I click this eye icon, you will see a cross. This means that it will not be visible on the canvas. So for verbalized duel, now I should only have one question showing, and the second question will be hidden. So if I confirm, now you see that for verbalized duel, you only have one question, which is the first question. After you finish creating this canvas, you can also now create the set of advices that you think is applicable for this canvas. So here I will now close this canvas and navigate to the menu bar again and go to Advice Card Editor. And here I will create a new advice by clicking this plus sign. So now you will see a new advice at the top, in which I can go to, and I will rename this to Advice 1 for Example Canvas. In this text box here, you can add the content of the advice. Here you can add a text or links or URLs that you think are relevant. Furthermore, you can add many actions that you think are applicable for this advice. For example, you might want to condense the information in the advice and list them as actionable items for the clients. So I will put, for example, fill out application form. And second one, get approval from the city office, and so on and so forth. These colored boxes here indicate the status of these actions. So if I click green, then it indicates that this action has been completed. If it's orange, then that means that it is ongoing. If it is red, then that means that this action cannot be completed. So what you could do after creating these advice card is that when it's time to use the canvas, such as before, where you can click on the conversation canvas to see the list of canvases that you already created. And basically, if you come here, you would be able to associate this canvas with the advice card that you just created by clicking this. And now you see the advice 1 for the example canvas that you just created. And that concludes the create a tutorial for the Share app. If you have any questions, please let us know.